بس مبشر مسعود مو حتى. وات ذا فاك، كم تروح من مساعدة العراق؟ هما 400. واقع أول كان يا أطفال، أنت الطفل يا جزارة. ها 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 ها. What the fuck. نجيب في بسمة، نجيب في بسمة. يا بلاك استغفر الله برو. السلام عليكم مرة. صلاح هلا 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 صلاح، اهلا اهلا بك. هلا 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 هلا. ولك يا زلمة شوفيك، ولك يا زلمة شوفيك، مشتهي الشوربة، مشتهي الشوربة. ايه فواي، ايه فواي، ايه فواي. ما أعرف هالحليلة. دقيقة هوريك شي. بسم الله. موعد موعد تفريغ الثلاجة. ما أعرف الحليلة. دقيقة هوريك شي. ترى خلاص احنا اذن عندنا. بسم الله. موعد تفريغ الثلاجة. شو؟ ترى خلاص احنا اذن عندنا. دقيقة تبي تفريغ الثلاجة. وانا اعطاني قلب. دقيقة.
One thing in mind. I asked him if he had seen a butcher. He smiled and responded, "I only telling you that every bit of information has its price. And the price for that specific information was 25 gold ingots." It seemed a little too easy though, as I had already seen gold on the way here, but it was too easy. The bigger merchant told me that all the gold in the nether already belongs to them, and I would have to return with gold ingots from the overworld. He told me that they have tried many times to send Dagots through the portal across the nether, but to no avail. None of them have returned successfully. I agreed to get the gold and left the nether straight away. For the rest of day 11 through 13, explored more caves looking for gold. I did get lucky coming across a few decent veins of gold ore, which helped pick up energy. However, I came across several creepers on several occasions that seemed to like blowing up and destroying my hard-mined gold, as well as hurting me in the process. Why do creepers love to turn up at just the most inopportune times? They really seem to have a settle with me or something. Midway through day 13, I returned to the village and began smelting the ores into ingots for the piglin. Next morning, I was preparing to head off back to the nether portal when the village was attacked by creepers and a couple of mountaineers armed with ice-fixing crossbows.
Yummy.
And the best thing was, most of them ran to their homes, spreading out towards the to be just sold the thunder of the village. It took a bit of tactical maneuvers by
دقيقة ارجع قوم لوط.
Mayor came outside delighted and proud of the defense I managed to muster. He promoted me to the position of village guard, alongside some hidden officers and practices. He also gave me a hoping that it would help me continue to fight the temperature felt even
آخر فيديو حقه.
Excited to warm up in the nether. Returned to the piglin merchant, giving him his 25 gold, which he quickly took and smiled before telling me that the butcher had been captured, and that he was the one to take him to a prison deep within the nether.
ماذا ستختار أمك أو مليون دولار إذا أمك حط كل شيء؟ لو خيروك النسخة الرامضانية، لو خيروك تختار
Via a strider to one of the small islands sitting beneath the prison. The piglin packed up his card.
اسمع، إن لم تنجح في البداية فاضحك حتى تنجح. اسمع.
أيام قليلة وتبدأ أجمل 30
المغرب أو إسرائيل. إذا اخترت المغرب أفعل كل شيء. ماذا ستختار؟
next فيديوهات عم تشوفوا بالي.
I asked around, and most of the villagers had been sent out to their farms to gather what they could. I joined in this task, but this permafrost had killed most of the crops that I had been tending to, leaving only patches of dirt where there was once fields of wheat for making bread. I went out from the village a bit further, gathering what food I could find. And on my way back, I noticed that there was less cows than before. Now killing them off too, I also popped into the...
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. بإذن الله بعمل جزء تاني في الفيديو ده. هقيم قنوات المتابعين من البروفايل والصور المصغرة، ومن رأيي أنا يا ريت محدش يزعل إنه ما طلعش معاه في الفيديو. إن شاء الله متعوضه، وبس أسيبكم مع الفيديو.
Oh shit!
Je n'ai plus personne. Ne laisse pas ton odeur imprégner mes
رايح في حالة اكتئاب.
ماذا
My trusty mount perished. With no other option and a revengeful rage, I climbed back up. With no other option and a revengeful rage, I climbed back up. With no other option and a revengeful rage, I climbed back up. With no other option and a revengeful rage, I climbed back up.
صلاح دقيقة وارجع.
لازم معني رزاق.
لازم معني رزاق. أنا ما أعرف أقرأ يا جماعة. سامحوني.
On day 21, I returned to my village to discover there had been an attack from some probably larger creatures miles away. Several of the buildings had been damaged, as well as the village wall was broken in several places. Survivors came out of hiding when they noticed it was me, and thunder struck off from the distance toward the mountain.
ودعكم تشير قناتي.
Everyone that they must make repairs as soon as possible. I placed the food, resources, special soup, and some armaments that I found during my time in the nether into their respective storehouse chests. Then I made a plan for the next couple days. Days 22 and 23 were mostly spent gathering what resources were needed to repair the village, patch up the walls, and build up some more defenses, including a couple of watchtowers. I also made some bows and arrows for the survivors that had been newly promoted to villager guards to help them defend themselves for the next attack. At the end of day 23, I decided to start the search for the wandering traders. I asked around, and one of the villagers told me they had been seen last near the old quarry, but it would take about a day's travel by foot to get there. He seemed a little confused as to why I was seeking them out, but I just explained that any help would be good at this point. On the way to the quarry on the morning of day 24, I passed through an insane mountain range, and I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw what appeared to be a giant copper goat head with a yellow witch accompanied by 2 dragons, talking to a goat and an axolotl on top of it. That was definitely the weirdest thing I've ever encountered. I scurried on my way toward the old quarry because I was not prepared to take on 2 dragons. I've only heard rumors of 1 dragon existing where the Endermen are from. My train of thought was derailed when I ran into a group of several of those goblin creatures, and as I fought them off, a group of villagers were in the distance, enjoying the fight, but not joining in. Perhaps they were friends of the villager chef? Eventually, I arrived at the tavern by night and was greeted by a couple of wandering traders. They welcomed me with open arms and offered me warm beverages, food, and a bed to sleep in. I asked them about those that were still heroes, and it was pretty clear they didn't want to answer my questions directly. And they just said none of those were left after they'd been hunted and exiled by the Archievoker. They were merely traders now, and could offer a place of respite for those in need. Nothing more and nothing less. I did take up their offer for a room and slept in what was the most comfortable bed I've ever experienced in my life. However, that comfort was cut short when I had more nightmares of the storm, with thunder like drums resonating from behind the dark rainbow, and the flash of the villager with the white eyes.